I'm Ronnie O'Sullivan and this is 20 questions.
What is your favourite TV show?
Yeah, sport documentaries I suppose I like.
What food do you dislike the most?
Not a lover of fast food.
What is your go-to karaoke song?
I never ever sing. I've got such a terrible voice. I'd love to be able to sing and dance. I think they're really good things if you can do that. I would imagine it must feel good. So I've never done it before in my life.
What is your favourite tournament on the calendar?
Probably York. I like York.
Who is your favourite current player?
Karen Wilson.
What is the best city you visited and why?
Edinburgh. Thought it was a beautiful city, loved it there.
What is your first memory of playing snooker?
We lived in Ilford and we had this little table put in our front room. I just remember just coming home from school and playing it all the time and yeah, playing all my dad's friends and stuff like that. So yeah, they're my earliest memories.
I think you might have been asked this question before, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Who's your most famous phone contact?
Barack Obama, that was a joke.
That's not true, is it not?
That's not true, yeah. It's not true. I just thought I'd have a laugh.
What is your favourite ever snooker memory?
Probably watching the Masters when I was a kid. I used to love coming home from school, knowing it'd be on the TV. People like Jimmy White were playing, Alex Higgins, Kirk Stevens, Steve Davis, and just watching them matches, thinking, oh, I'd love to be able to be there, play there one day. You know, it's just, yeah, it was a special tournament.
What is the proudest moment of your career?
When I think when in my first big amateur event when I was 12, I think that was when I felt I'd achieved something unbelievable. You know, I really felt a lot of joy and pleasure from that.
Name a celebrity you'd love to play doubles with.
Probably Stephen Fry. Seems like a really nice guy, very intelligent, smart.
Excluding snooker, what is your favourite sport?
Probably say Formula One, I like watching Formula One.
Name something you're really good at outside of snooker.
Not bad at running, not bad at cooking, that's about it really.
What's your signature dish?
Like Chinese, stir fries, stuff like that.
Have you ever been starstruck, and if so, by who?
Always. I don't know, mate, if I see someone they might not even need that, you know, it could be some weird show that no one really knows them, but I think, oh, I've seen you on the TV, so I always kind of think, oh. The last person I see, which was quite funny, was in IKEA in Spain, and I was walking around, it was on a Monday, so it was dead and quiet in there. And as I was walking around, I thought, I recognise that guy from somewhere. I thought, he's Djokovic's mate. He's always in Djokovic's box. And I looked at him, I thought, that can't be him, surely. And I stopped and looked at him, and he kind of looked at me, and then he looked away. And I went to the person I was with, I said, I'm sure that's Djokovic's mate. And then he looked at me, and he went, oh, I've told my missus who you are. And I said, you're Djokovic's? And he went, yeah. Oh, I thought you was. So yeah, that was the last person that I see, Carlos.
If you weren't a snooker player, what would you be?
I'd like to think in some form of motor racing, whether it's Indy cars, Formula One, touring cars. I'd have loved to have had a career in that, to be fair.
What's the best car you've ever owned?
I'm into the electric ones now, so I like the Teslas, I like the BYD, good cars.
What song have you listened to the most in your lifetime?
I don't know if it's the right one. Drops of Jupiter, is it? By Train? Yeah, it's one of my favourite songs.
Who do you consider to be the greatest sports person of all time?
Probably Phil Taylor.
Let's say we're playing the Ronnie O'Sullivan Cup. You've got to pick a 4-ball team. Choose one athlete, one celebrity, and one comedian.
Probably go for Jimmy Carr, Luke Littler, Damien Hirst.